Hey, what's up guys, Control here, and today I am bringing you guys a deck that I like to call Fuck Big Priest. It's pretty simple. From my sample size today, I played 4 games, and maybe 5 actually, let's just check. Nope, 4 games. Lost to Dirty Rat RNG against Reno Lock. Absolutely dunked on a Big Priest in like a 20-minute game, which felt extremely good. Then the guy had to counter Q me with even Shaman and draw a double thing from below top 10 and BM me. But, you know, that's obviously what you would expect from, you know, a hard stock rank 300 Big Priest player who's trying to get a top 200 finish to brag about it to his friends and mom, which is okay. Then just lost to an auto rogue in actually a really close game. Got him down to 5 at the very end. It was kind of just like a one-turn thing where I was looking for like 3 instead of like a 12-card deck with 4 draws. But we didn't get there. Almost 2-2 though, but 1-3 so far. Anyways, the whole purpose of this exact build is just to beat Big Priest. If you want to beat aggro a little bit more, you can switch a Flurry out for a fan, but Flurry is really, really good once you get an 8 attack weapon against Big Priest board. Also, Lab Recruiter is a card that I haven't really played with too much in this deck previously, but is really good against Big Priest because it lets you kind of just abuse Cold Light Oracle. You have an infinite with Cold Light Oracle, Lab Recruiter, the Cold Light Oracle, then Lab Recruiter, and then you just shuffle a ton of cards in your deck and can continuously draw and just fatigue your opponent, which I think is really great and a very good way to stomp Big Priest. So whether you want to counter queue these guys or just play this as a ladder deck to do really well against them, you know, usually I don't condone counter queuing, but I think you know, if you want to help me make ladder a better place, stop ruining it, you know, get rid of all those Big Priest scumbags who literally just want to play slots on ladder all day long, please queue this deck up. If you queue into one of them with one of your regular fun ladder decks, hey, instantly counter queue them with this deck and make them question why they're playing Hearthstone instead of going to a fucking casino like they should. So do that, or just play with it normally on ladder like me. Even in the losses, it feels pretty good. This game, I think the Dirty Rat RNG game kind of felt bad. I lost my Lab Recruiter, so I lost my Infinite, which sucked to Dirty Rat, but that's all good. The rest of the losses felt kind of fine. I mean, even Shaman Auto Rogue you should expect to lose too. That's kind of just how it goes, though. This is very much so just an anti-control deck, and as long as they don't have certain tech cards, you should do pretty well. For the Reno Lock, for example, you had a Dirty Rat my Infinite combo, and then have Gluttonous Ooze plus Gnome Fratsu together to destroy the Kingsbane for my deck when I started fatiguing. But it's all good, you know, you take some losses to stuff like that. But again, the most important part about this is that you do just dunk on Big Priest. So let's hope that we can queue into one, and I can give you guys kind of like I can paint the picture of how well this deck does against specifically Big Priest.
Maiev versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
None can escape my fury.
Sounds kind of interesting. Honestly, all pretty good cards in the matchup. I think I'm just gonna full keep. You don't really need anything that's super anti-aggro early against this class. It's just if they have like a Void Color into like Mal'Ganis, they like to have Sap, that's it. I think the Cold Light's just good to have. You can toss one early, then you still have another one later on. It's good, just 3 mana cycle. So give him the 1. Bonk him real quick. No tap, really. That's interesting. Go for the cycle. So now with Valera, we can play a much slower game. Basically, want to wait to coin Valera on turn 8, then use all of our weapon buffs on the Kingsbane after that. And then probably go for a 2-turn kill if possible. Maybe 3. It's like we're almost always daggering next turn. Gonna dagger, swing, and bass. It's like neither of us really want to do anything. Should play a 5-drop. It's pretty popular to play a lot of 5 because right now, Reno Lock. It's the Dreadlord. Hey, weapon. The whole question kind of pops up of whether or not we even want to play it though. It's sort of interesting. I think the answer is yes, we do want to play it, and I will play with the Leeching. I don't necessarily want to commit any buffs yet, though. Just because of the fact that we have Valera, and we do have a lot of stall in our hand with Evasion and Sap. And even Valera herself, right? With the Leeching, like if our life total gets low, it doesn't really matter at all, because it just goes way up right away anyways.
civility. Count me in.
Okay, so he's probably playing Mill Lock then. Maybe he's playing Patron. That is usually what that insinuates. Which means, what do we want to do? Probably want to start going face if it's Mill Lock.
Justice is mine.
I like the idea of that because this deck kind of just destroys your whole hand and yeah, makes you kind of sad sometimes. Hold the sap for like a Void Lord, just a big taunt that we can get rid of. But we are most likely against the meme treachery deck. It's kind of freaky if you ask me. Kind of really freaky actually.
Justice is mine.
Should probably want to start with this. Feel like that's a good idea. Now if I had a prep or more mana, I'd definitely flurry here, but since I don't really want to lose my weapon. Putting mid 12 seems good, but I don't think it's really that great. We do still want to do it, but it just kind of feels mediocre, you know? Because I feel like I do just get a lot of my deck burn next turn. Which means that... Fuck. Means that I might just want to sap. I think I will just swing and Vanish. Sorry, I swing an evasion, my bad. But it's just not what I would call ideal by any means at all. Another possible play that I was considering there was just Dagger, Shiny Finder, coin the weapon, but then I can't coin Valera if we so choose to do that.
Everyone, get in here.
Kind of a weird line of play that we have to go for though. I think we will just play the Vanish. Get rid of most of the cards. Just because the triple discount's a really big deal. Single discount itself is a big deal too, but the thing is I can go Shiny Finder and then go ahead and just coin the Kingsbane to get that in play as well here. Which I think is a really big deal personally. As we still do have one in the deck. I think if he had a way to mill cards, he definitely would have done it last turn. Another big thing is that the Dreadlord was played first, so his Gul'dan brings nothing back. And that deck doesn't run as off. So it puts him in kind of an awkward spot. Because now he doesn't really have any good plays other than just using his combo cards to mill me. Okay, that's going to be the deck, but that's fine. I still have a 6 damage weapon. Also have Lab Recruiter and Valera as well, so we actually don't lose our entire deck unless he goes for Howl Fiend as well. Just possible with double discount, but unlikely. It's kind of like a really interesting matchup, but unfortunately one that is decided just by RNG.
So many.
But the parts that are interesting about this are kind of the ways that you mitigate the RNG. Those are the interesting talking points, in my opinion.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
I have no doubt that I'll just play enough cards that I lose my whole deck. It's only 3.
Unleash me.
Unlucky. Huh. So we actually don't lose our whole deck. Wow. So I guess we just Vanish. So we don't lose our entire deck. He does run a Dirty Rat, but it's still a 1 out of 3.
Justice is mine.
So we Vanish, go face. If he has to here, he'll like Glacial Shard my face, Mistress of Mixtures, just like go ahead Defile, something like that. It's actually not likely that he has exactly Howl Fiend Treachery and then a good Defile either, so we shouldn't really feel that threatened here at all. Never mind. We should, I guess.
Unleash me.
Okay. Let's just not lose Valera and Lab Recruiter. Or yeah. Okay. Well. I don't have oil, so that's not a way to win the game here. This works, right?
You cannot escape.
That's like the Malfurion thing. We got there. Good stuff.
Mael versus Valera.
Watch your back. None can escape my fury.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna keep Vanish, even if it is Odd Rogue. It's just like I want weapons and Doomerang with this ent. Not weapons, sorry, weapon buffs.
None will serve.
I'm happy more people are playing this deck.
Happy Hallows End.
Because like the last period where I played for like a week or so non-stop for a while, it was just like nobody was playing Odd Rogue at all, and the deck seemed like it would be so good. So it's nice to see at least 2 of those today.
Justice is mine.
Sorry for being late. Masan paid me to watch him. Hey, no worries, I understand.
Trust the pirate's code.
Yar har, a very good draw.
Justice is mine.
Let's give him the Bong. Play the Finder, play the Kingsbane. This gets staggered every time, so I think I just step this. It's important to do that. Reaching Deadly is going to be really, really good, and probably will end up getting me to Vanish, assuming he doesn't have another captain here. That's a pretty big deal, but I don't think it's game over yet. Okay, sometimes go to Hearthstone. Yeah, sometimes good. Dealer's a 5-4, captain's technically a 4-4, so kill the 5-4 first. Uh-oh, now it's a 5-5. Nice misplay control. Ow. How often am I dead next turn?
Justice is mine.
So we're gonna do that. Six plus 6 is 12. It's not lethal. 6 plus 8 is lethal, but if you had Cold Blood, I think he would have Cold Blooded there. That's the expert analysis on that turn. If he had Cold Blood, he would have used it. I think we're almost always just gonna go like Vanish into swing, into play that, into like chill out next turn. Just whether I care about taking 4 damage right now. Probably do. You could just argue this could be better later, and you might be right. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I kill most of his mid-game stuff with my Kingsbane. It's just like the post-Vanish dump that's a big deal and why I kind of want to hold it. So I think we just do that. Big problem is this has charge too. I might even just like swing into that instead of swinging face to see. Ow. 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 Okay, he didn't swing, that's interesting.
Justice is mine.
Maybe we even like evasion here instead of using Vanish. And then he shows us his tech card. Is there a 3 mana card that destroys? I know Eater of Secrets is 4 mana. It's a 4 mana 4/2. There's a 3 mana 4/3 that steals a secret, right? That would be the one. 3 mana 4/3 steals a secret. Let's see it. I'm ready for it. You guys about it? I'm kind of about it. Well, unlucky for this guy, it's not lethal. But if he trades, then maybe Vanish isn't so good. Just maybe. 5 mana 4/6, you are right. Our new tech card. Does the madman trade? Let's see.
Too soon.
Well, gotta be honest, guys. I think we're kind of fucked. Well, okay, we're not fucked yet.
Justice.
Like, don't get me wrong, we are fucked, but we're not like actually fucked yet. Let's play minions so we can trade with stuff. Well, we just go Cold Light, then we draw Kingsbane again, and then just kind of win the game. So, that's sort of how this game works, I think. Makes sense, right? It's a fairly logical line to win with. Draw the Kingsbane, hit face, heal up. Seems smart to me. Not going face. Ironically, not going face. Imagine that. So you can make it so he's one off. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. And we got the good cards, so if we don't die this turn, then that's pretty good, right? So we play this card again, which again doesn't really seem right. So the way that we die to Fungal Man, we die to Deck Man, we die to SI Man, die to Cold Blood, we die to Deadly Poison if he's running that for some reason. That's a lot of ways that we're dying. We still always die to Cold Blood. So I think I might just do this. Hope for the best. The best is drawing Doomerang, by the way. Which is not really likely, but it can happen with Cold Light Oracle. Like, honestly, I kind of believe. Sort of believe. Sap the Leroy, that would have been a great play, yes. That would have been the play, my friend. Sap the Leroy. Send a 14. So we're now at 8. So go Shiny Man. We play the Kingsbane. We hit him in the face, then we vanish. Say goodbye, board. You are now vanishing. And now his number of votes has diminished significantly. But at the same time, his chances of winning are still realistic. Which is kind of scary, if you ask me. I don't know about you guys, but this entire game, my ass cheeks have been clenched so hard, it's not even funny. Like, just as soon as he played Shady Dealer, got a 5-4 on board, I was just like, ugh. Are we actually gonna win this one? I really don't want to let him have more cards. I think I'm just gonna do this.
Sup?
Hey man, go 200, man. It's doing well, how are you? How's your day going, buddy? Let's play a Shiny Man. Let's not play the Cold Lights, they don't do anything for us. Then let's strap it on. Show him what's good. Hey buddy, you know what time it is, we have lethal. Make me not have it. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Oh. Don't get double Abyss. Don't get double. Oh, dude, come. I don't think there's Death Rattle cards that charge outside of the solo adventure cards. Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, that was a butt clenching game. Good stuff.